Welcome back to Do Better. Today's card is one of my favorites. It's woven into the very fabric of my life. Share music. This card is one of the more personal ones to me. I put this in here because my wife and I have this thing with music, in love with music. And so for our wedding, I wrote my own vows, and I actually wrote them with song titles or song lyrics throughout the entire thing. I'll read them sometime on here. It's really fun. But that's why this card wasn't optional to me. It was essential. But this isn't just sentimental, it's scientific. Today, we're going to look at the data. Music for us isn't just background noise, it's language. It's how we communicate love, manage stress, and bring back memories. That's why the Share Music card is so powerful. This episode is going to explore why sharing music matters, backed by the latest in neuroscience. We'll look at undeniable impact on your brain, memory, and relationships. And finally, we'll talk about how to make music sharing a practical, joyful ritual in your life. Grab your coffee, cue up a good track, and let's dive right in. Before we can share music, we need to understand its impact on us alone. The science is overwhelming. Music is a powerful personal tool. Neuroscientists confirm that listening to music stimulates multiple regions of the brain simultaneously. It's like a full brain workout that results in a profound biochemical shift. Research published by sources like Ohio University and Harvard Health showed two major things happen when you listen to a song you love. Number one, a dopamine boost. Your brain releases the pleasure and reward neurotransmitter. That gives a jolt of energy, motivation, or just sheer joy. Number two, your cortisol drops. It significantly reduces cortisol, which is our main stress hormone. This is why our favorite song can feel like an instant calm down or a reset button for your mood. This isn't just theoretical. Music therapists draw on these exact effects in clinical settings, using intentional listening, singing, or performing to aid in everything from stress reduction to managing anxiety and depression. When you choose to listen to music intentionally, you're using a non-invasive, accessible form of therapy. Music doesn't just regulate your mood. It anchors you to your story. Researchers call this phenomenon music-evoked autobiographical memory. Think about your prom song, or the music you listened to in college. Studies from institutions like Durham University show that music is strongly associated with distinctive life events, weddings, graduations, even funerals. Hearing that one song can involuntarily transport you straight back to that self-defining moment. A friend of mine sent me a picture of a trophy from 8th grade where we were lip syncing the song Inside Out by Eve 6. And he didn't think I'd remember that we won a trophy that we were supposed to be sharing for these last 20 years. But I digress. That reminded me of this specific situation because I tell that story all the time. We were in 8th grade and we were out in front of everybody and we were just getting into it, acting like we were just rock stars. Everybody loved it. And that was not like either of us. We were not those type of people. And so that song just transports me straight back to an 8th grade dance. And it's just crazy. Every time I hear that song, I'm just right there again. And so, yes, Chris, I do want the trophy back. I do expect to have it for the next 20 years. You can have it back in 2044 or 2045. So when you share a song, you're not just sharing a tune, you're inviting somebody into a piece of your memory, a piece of your identity. The real magic of the Share Music card happens between people. Music is one of the oldest social tools that we have, and the science of connection explains why. We experience music together. Whether that's listening, singing, or dancing, we activate a different set of neurochemicals primarily related to the closeness and empathy. Research summarized by the Greater Good Science Center highlights how shared music creates synchrony between people. It boosts endorphins. Performing music or moving rhythmically to it raises your pain threshold, a clear sign of increased endorphin release. This makes you feel good and more tolerant. It releases oxytocin. Collective singing, in particular, has been shown to increase oxytocin, the love or bonding hormone, even more effectively than pleasant conversation. It increases pro-social behavior. When groups coordinate their movements to music, they show greater cooperation, trust, and generosity in subsequent tasks. Shared rhythm breeds shared purpose. The takeaway is clear. Shared music is an accelerator for trust. It bypasses small talk and jumpstarts feelings of empathy and cooperation. That's why music is central to every collective human ritual, from sports games to weddings. even WWE with their entrance music. Now let's bring this home to relationships. For couples and close friends, music isn't just a fun pastime. It's a vital tool for relationship maintenance and deepening commitment. A 2024 review in Frontiers in Psychology found that for couples, engaging in dyadic musical activities, listening together, making a playlist, promotes inclusion, connectedness, and higher commitment. Why? Because you're sharing identity and creating rituals. The Our Song phenomenon. Research indicates that about 60% of couples report having a couple-defining song. This isn't just sentimental, it's an emotional cue. Hearing it later can restore intimacy, passion, and commitment by immediately flooding your mind with shared positive memories. Every single time I hear this song, Call It Dreaming by Iron and Wine, every single one of those comes flooding back into my mind. Right now, talking about it, I want to go inside and hug my wife and just hold her for a minute. It's the amount of connection between the song and the feelings is inseparable. When you share a song you love, you're disclosing a piece of your taste, your values, and your emotional world. This vulnerability fosters empathy. The shared act of listening, even without words, is a way to communicate deep feelings. It was kind of funny with Call It Dreaming. It wasn't even a band that I liked. And I think she won tickets to a concert or she picked them up cheap, one of the two. And we went to an Iron and Wine concert. And when we were there, that song played and it hit both of us. There wasn't ever really even a conversation of what's our song. It was just, that's it. We knew. So the question is, how do we just stop passively listening to music and start actively using it to build these connections? The Share Music card is an invitation to be intentional, like all the other cards. Here are 3 simple ways you can turn this principle into a ritual. Build a shared playlist. This is the most accessible one. A shared playlist can become a living emotional world that belongs uniquely to you and another person, a partner, a friend, or even your whole family. Name it together. Give it a title that's an inside joke or a shared goal. Personalize the cover with a photo. Add songs intentionally. Don't just dump your favorite albums in, take turns. When you add a song, share the story behind it. So this reminds me of that trip we went on, or this is what I listen to when I'm stressed out. This opens the door for deeper conversation and builds even better connections between us. Listen during mundane moments. Use the playlist during dinner prep, a long drive, while you're doing chores. You're turning an ordinary task into a meaningful shared experience just to deepen those connections even more. A second way is to practice spontaneous generosity. Not every act needs to be a grand gesture. Keep it simple and quick. When a song makes you think of someone, send it. Don't overthink the genre. It's not about being a tastemaker. It's just about saying, hey, I'm thinking of you. When someone sends you a track, listen. Tell them how it made you feel, not just if you like the song or not. Ask them, what have you been listening to lately? Number 3, embrace the live experience. Remember that powerful scientific finding we talked about earlier? Making music together releases more endorphins and oxytocin than just listening. Go to a show. Attend a concert. Moving, singing, feeling the bass, it synchronizes your movements and accelerates bonding. And don't worry if you can't sing, just belt it out. Just sing. It can trigger the icebreaker effect and quickly deepen feelings of closeness. And lastly, if you have kids, ask them what's on their playlist. You might be surprised at the window into their world that it opens up. Too often we think the younger generation's music is possibly dumb or cringy or stupid. And a lot of times it's not. It's just 1 or 2 songs that get popular and we just think that everybody's taste is horrible because they like that one song. It's not like that. Ask people what they're looking at, what they're listening to, and take a look into their world. It's an act of generosity. So why did Share Music deserve a permanent place in my deck of daily practices? Because it's a profound, simple act of generosity. It's medicine for your brain. It's an anchor for your memory. And it's the most primal social glue for your relationships. Sharing music says, without using complicated words, here's a piece of my soul. I trust you with it. I don't want you in my world. As we wrap up, I want to invite you to one simple action today. Share a song with someone in your life. Notice what happens in your body when you listen to this song. Do you feel closer, more understood? Trust that this simple act of sharing songs is doing better for your well-being, for your relationships, and your community. Thanks for listening to Do Better. Until next time, keep showing up, keep sharing your music, and just keep doing better. All done. That was eye-opening for me and a lot of information that I didn't have before I started. And that's kind of one of the things I like about this format that I'm trying out is we're going to do more of these. I'm going to try to make sure that I don't lose my authenticity and keep my everything about it the way it always has been. But I want to add a little bit of science behind my deck. I want to add the reasons why the things are there and why I'm doing all the different things in those ways. So yeah, that's going to be all for this week. Do better. I love you.